Afternoon baseball for you now on the show, coming your way from venerable Fenway Park here in Boston. Today, it's the home opener for this new season. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. With that, here's how Buck Showalter lines his Orioles up in this one. Steve, what do they have to do to take down a very hot team here on the road?
Well, definitely be aggressive at the plate. You've got to come through with clutch two-out hits, and don't leave runners in scoring position. That's the key.
Adam Jones makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Orioles, center fielder, Adam Jones.
Underway now in the home opener as the first pitch is in there for a called strike one. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, EK. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
And as usual, it all starts with the pitching. I mean, don't get me wrong, the offense, it's done its part too, but you don't run into a lot of six-game win streaks where you're just outscoring teams. They've gotten some real quality starts over this stretch.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Fastball, strike three called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon.
Well, nobody in that dugout's going to give him high five for striking out. But, you know, at least he forced that starter to expend a lot of energy here to get the job done. You know, in the first inning, that won't be lost on his teammates.
Jimmy Paredes will stand in now following that 7-pitch at-bat to begin the ballgame.
If he was smart, he would have gotten a pretty good look at all 7 of those pitches from that on-deck circle.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Chris Davis will stand in, and you can see that early season average up into the high 300s now.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
And could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Gotta like the approach right here.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Now a chance here from Fenway to take a look at John Farrell's starting lineup card. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, what's new? Big Papi is a guy everyone's excited to see. He's carrying around an amazing slugging percentage right now, over 800. And in case you don't know what that means, only a very small handful of guys have ever had numbers in that range. He's having a remarkable season so far.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, it must be nice for a manager to be able to pencil in a guy like Manny Machado over there at third base. He won the Gold Glove in 2015. Great offensive player, but maybe even a better defensive player. He's got great instincts, an excellent arm, and very athletic at that position.
A swing and a miss. 2 quick strikes to start his afternoon. Well, these Orioles entering play today, Eric Karros, it's fair to say they're still finding their way. 3-3 here to start the young season.
Yeah, and they were home for just a short time before heading right back out on the road again. So there's been a lot of packing and unpacking recently. That's the life of a big league ball player.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase. But when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
Tillman into his motion. Here comes the 3-2. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Back goes Trumbo. Gone. Over the monster for a home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
And this is one of those guys that we consider to be part of that new breed of leadoff hitter. You know, it used to be that your leadoff guy was a guy that might hit 3 or 4 home runs a year. But nowadays, managers are realizing, hey, my leadoff guy is going to get more at-bats than anyone else in my lineup over the course of the season. So why not put a better hitter up there rather than just a punch-and-Judy guy? And that certainly worked out for him right here.
Hot shot on the ground to short. Hardy's up with it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The shortstop,
Xander Bogaerts will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Hit hard to short. Hardy's there. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
batting fourth.
David Ortiz will get his first chance at it now. Didn't factor much into the win yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the ball game. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Everything away here, and with pretty good reason.
Yeah, they'll say left field, it's all yours. You want to beat us that way? Go ahead and do it.
High and deep to straightaway right. Paredes racing back, still ranging back. And that is into the visitors' bullpen, a home run. A solo home run for David Ortiz. Home run number 5 on the year, and that gives the Red Sox a 2-0 lead.
Oh, what a good effort out there in right field. Remember, we saw Torrey Hunter have some problems with that wall in the postseason, but this ball's far enough into the bullpen that he had no shot at pulling this thing in.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Jones is under it. And the inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. On to the second inning now from Fenway Park. The Red Sox lead it 2-0. Manny Machado will dig in now, and as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. Right side, hit hard. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Mark Trumbo will stand in now, 1 day after driving in 6 runs yesterday afternoon. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And a perfect throw by Hannigan, and they got him at second base. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Just overmatched him there.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Pedro Alvarez will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
And there's a fastball from Buchholz as he gets ahead 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Pablo Sandoval strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Batting 7.
Rusney Castillo will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Tillman's ready. 1-2 on its way. And another foul ball. 1-2. Here it comes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Looks like he's finding his bearings here a little bit better in the second after a rough first inning. He gets the strikeout right here, but boy, he could have used one of these an inning ago, that's for sure.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. As he's first pitch swinging and pops this one up over toward the right side of the infield. Davis is camped under this one, and that will retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Welcome back to Fenway Park as we continue our coverage of Major League Baseball on the show. Jonathan Scope will stand in now. 2 hits and 5 trips for him in yesterday's ball game.
Jonathan.
Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. 1 away. 1 gone in the inning. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters. Buchholz gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through for a hit. J.J. Hardy will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Castillo is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Adam Jones will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game. Hard hit ball to second, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Orioles down. Ryan Hennigan digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Mookie Betts will stand in to try to duplicate his first at-bat where he homered to open the inning.
Well, guys, the result was a great way to lead things off, but what gets lost in the shuffle there sometimes is the at-bat he had. I mean, he made that starter throw a ton of pitches.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Hit hard to the right side. Hardy for one. Back to Davis, and they turn the double play.
The second baseman, number
Dustin
13.
Pedroia stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. 2 out, nobody on. And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Jones. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Nothing doing for Boston, but they're on top 2-0. Leading off the inning, Jimmy Paredes, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. Buchholz has his target. First pitch on the way. Drilled down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. Davis will round first and make his way to second now. And he'll pull in there with a 1-out double.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Manny Machado stands in as he looks at a called strike. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's his first double of the year here on the young campaign. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Hit on the ground to short. Bogarts has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Striding into the box, Mark Trumbo. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Line drive to center field. And Mookie will make the play, and that retires the side. Xander Bogaerts will step in to lead things off here for the Red Sox. Big Poppy on deck to follow. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Jones going back. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting number 34.
David Ortiz stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Trumbo on the run, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Hanley Ramirez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
That evens it up. 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. Oh, and he leaves another pitch over the plate here. This one's sent high in the air out to deep left center field. And for the 3rd time this afternoon, he has surrendered a home run. It's a solo shot for Hanley Ramirez as the Red Sox have moved out 3-0. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in now, the versatile Pablo Sandoval. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Scope is in his tracks now, and he will put it away to retire the side. The Red Sox tack on 1 more thanks to the solo home run. We played 4. Boston leads it 3-0. Pedro Alvarez heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Very weakly on the ground. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The second baseman, number 6.
Jonathan Scope is into the box for his 2nd at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up. Drilled on the ground to short. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. Stepping in, Matt Wieters, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big...
And this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 2-run blast off the bat of Matt Wieters. And the Orioles have cut it to 1. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee-high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Again, he sends it out of play. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. Back to the top of the order now, and standing in the fine center fielder Adam Jones. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Buchholz sets. Here's the first pitch, and he takes a cold strike, and Jones fails. He falls behind here, 0-2 now. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. 1 there on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. But the Orioles strike for 2. Rusney Castillo comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jones is there. 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder
Jackie Bradley Jr. in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
It seems like he's just dancing around him so far in this at-bat. No fastballs yet. He's behind 2-0. I know what I'm looking for if I'm hitting.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the catcher, Ryan Hannigan. Bounced weakly near the plate. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Slow roller back to the mound. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they still lead it 3-2. Jimmy Paredes will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
And that's in there for strike 1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. A chance for last year's MVP runner-up with the bases empty and 1 away. Here's Chris Davis. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle, because we know he can hurt you.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. And that misses as Davis will reach. It's ball 4. Manny Machado will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Hit well on the ground to first. There's 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Mark Trumbo will dig in now. He's popped out and lined out. 0 for 2 thus far. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1 left for the Orioles. Still a 3-2 ball game. Mookie Betts will stand in as he'll lead things off for the Red Sox in their half of the 6th. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Tillman's got his target. First pitch on its way. Tap fouled at home plate. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Shot toward right center. But this will not elude the right fielder's grasp as he ranges over to handle it for the first out. Dustin Pedroia will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Out in front of it, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. Grounded to third. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away.
The shortstop, number 2.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. And you can see what his breakdown is so far.
Xander Bogaerts stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
David Ortiz will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
The 0-1 delivery. And here's another ball well hit. This one to left field. The onslaught will continue as this is going to be another home run. David Ortiz, a 2-run home run. His second of the game. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And he'll motion for the bullpen here, so that's going to be off for Chris Tillman. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Michael Givens will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 60, Michael Givens. Now batting, first baseman, Hanley.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Paredes. And that's the 3rd out. Well, the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. 5-2 now, Boston. Welcome back to Fenway Park here in the great city of Boston. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Pedro Alvarez will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. After an award-winning career at Vanderbilt, Pedro Alvarez was selected by the Pirates number 2 overall in 2008. And 2 years later, he made his major league debut. Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2.
And you know, Alvarez struggled initially after being called up to the majors, but he found his groove that September when he was named National League Player of the Week. He went 10 for 24 with 2 home runs and 13 RBIs.
Jonathan Scope is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Matt Wieters will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on 1 swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Matt Wieters will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Now the 0-1. Hit to first. Oh, and he takes his eye off it there as it goes right past him into right. And he is in there. So we've got runners at the corners here. 1 away. And in steps the shortstop, J.J. Hardy. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there. Base hit. And that ought to get the run in from 3rd. Adam Jones will stand in. And they've done a good job keeping him off 3 thus far. And he would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1 there as he takes command. 0-2. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Orioles settle for one. They'll get up and stretch here at Fenway. The Red Sox on top. Shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the ball well.
It's off the wall. The throw into second. The tag, and he's out. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. Here comes the first pitch.
With that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Ground ball left side. Machado is there. Throw on to first. 2 gone. Jackie Bradley Jr. come forward now. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's a high pop-up. Scope is there for it. And that retires the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. And it remains 5-3. Anthony Varvaro will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Leading off the inning, Jimmy Paredes, and they'll need him to get something going here. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out. Chris Davis digging in here. I can't help but think of the crazy routes that some players take to get to the big leagues.
Oh, you're right, Matty. And, you know, most kids grow up just dreaming of playing in the big leagues for any major league team, just to get the chance of one team drafting him. But Davis was drafted on 3 separate occasions, and that's pretty incredible.
Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Davis was drafted by the Yankees in 2004, opted instead to go to junior college. Then the Angels drafted him the next year. He still didn't sign. Finally signed with Texas after the Rangers chose him in the 5th round of the 06 draft.
And then his career really finally took off when he got traded to the Orioles in 2011, and he has had some huge seasons since then.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. The day after being called up, Manny hit his first and second career home runs. A pretty good start for him and the Orioles fans who had been anticipating his arrival for a while. Ready on 1-2. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
Yeah, and those 2 bombs made him the 12th youngest player ever to post a multi-homer game. It's always impressive to see guys at that age come up and have an immediate impact at this level.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Varvaro has got it, and the side is retired. Ryan Hennigan will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Look out, 2-0 now.
And even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make him bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now.
And there you see the leadoff man on deck, and you know they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup turns over.
And the count will be full. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Scope has it and reined in one away. Mookie Betts strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-1 on its way. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Taken in by Scope on to first, and there were two down. Into the box, Dustin Pedroia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set. Here it comes. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And he falls behind 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Trumbo will wait on it as he tucks this one away to retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Ninth inning coming up. The Red Sox are out in front, 5-3. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Mark Trumbo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Craig Kimbrell is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 46.
Mark Trumbo will be charged with trying to start a rally in the ninth as they go to work against Kimbrell. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. Pedro Alvarez will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2. And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Jonathan Scope makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Break out the fire extinguishers. These guys are on fire. 7 straight wins. They've been as hot as any team in baseball, and they've really got things rolling out there now.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And the Red Sox were led offensively this afternoon by this man, David Ortiz. Talk about a worthy recipient. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vest.